morning, afternoon, and evening, wherever you are, and welcome to another NerdTube discussion. Today, we are talking about magic systems. And what we are going to do now is we're going to break down magic systems. We're not going to have some carefully plotted out video that has all the pinpoints and everything like that. Hell no. We are just going right into it raw, baby. I am joined by my Final Fantasy party members in arms. Mage O Rage, how you doing?
Doing great. Excited to just dive down into it, so the audience better bite the pillow.
Yes, we're going with
Remember
the
your safe
innuendos.
word, folks.
All the way down where? Down here to Bearded Man Thing. How you doing, big guy?
I'm doing really good. I'm glad to be here. This is
Oh,
gonna
we've
be
gone off
great.
the rails already. This is probably
That's
gonna be like
fine.
this.
No,
This
hush.
this video is gonna be like 50,000. I'm telling you, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be
That or we
wonderful.
get demonetized.
I mean, it's only one video.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we're talking magic systems, and we're kind of gonna start off with our favorites and then go from there. So I'm gonna drop it off to Bearded first. So you go ahead and start with your
Oh man,
favorite
my
magic system.
favorite magic system.
Yeah,
This is
favorite.
gonna be tough because I really like 8 a lot because of how broken it is, but it's not my favorite. I actually prefer when the characters have their own classes and they learn magic as they level up. And not in the instance of like jobs. So, like, not 3 and 5. Not what I'm talking about. More like 4 and 12, where like you have a specific job for a specific character. Well, 12 now, the new 12. And 10's another good example where each character learns a set of skills as they progress and it's just them, right? I
10 kind of.
also
You, you,
At
10
you
the
have
kind
it.
of,
end, you can branch out, but
which
Yeah,
I
you're locked
prefer,
on your
which
section
makes
of
it
the sphere.
better. So I'll go with 10, not 4. Because I do love the fact that eventually everybody's a red mage. Everybody can do anything if you level for long enough. But in the beginning, each character kind of like you got Yuna for white magic, you've got Lulu for dark black magic, and as you level up and as you gain experience, it's a progression of ice or not ice, blizzard, blizzaga, uh, Blizzara, Blizzaga.
Blizzara,
Yes.
Blizzaga.
So that's my favorite. And having MP. You have MP. MP is like a godsend.
Says the guy who's been playing through Final Fantasy 1,
Oh
2, 3,
god.
and now 4.
I know. I'm in 4. I've got MP back again. Thank God.
Vancian magic, man. Love it or hate it.
Well, I'm going to counter your favorite with why not just be a red mage from the beginning and just use materia and be a red mage? You know, like just anyone can do anything. I got Barrett over here doing full cures. You know, I mean, who cares?
He is a good healer.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
so
is.
tanky.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he gives you big hugs and he gives you all your health back. He's a big teddy bear, big marshmallow, especially in that sailor suit. Um, I mean, come on,
Vest.
materia.
His vest.
Yeah, his
Love his
vest.
vest.
So
Belly wrap. Gotta hold that gut in.
yeah. Oh no. So I derailed. I
It's not my fault.
everybody. I
played the
mean, I
fish.
like the materia system. I think everybody likes the materia system at least a little bit. Maybe not be their favorites, but I'm gonna go with that one, just because it is. It's such a great click and use like thing. It makes no sense. Where do these materials go? We see in Advent Children that they're like in their arms. We see in the new remake that they're kind of in their equipment. Where are
Well, in
they?
the
We don't
original, they
know.
were in
Maybe
their
they're shoving them
equipment.
in their ass. I don't know. So, but it's always kind of a great like, hey, you want to summon a god? Here you go. Throw this in your arm. You know? Okay, shit. Why not? Um,
That's like the worst drug dealer proposition ever. Do you want to see God, son? Shoot this in your veins.
oh, off the rails. Oh god, demonetized. Great. Okay, back on track. So anyway, I I really do love the idea that you can just plug and play, like with the materia system. I do like the job system a lot. It actually, especially in Final Fantasy IX, it gives a lot of character to
Oh,
these.
9 was the best job system.
Oh well, we all know Nine's the best at a lot of things, but we're just not going to say that right here. But but yeah, I mean, so but I do really like the materia plug and play system. It makes it more fun, makes your characters more customizable. Yes, it does make everybody a red mage, but whatever. All right, mage, go for it.
See, see, I feel like I should say something different, but I love fixed job Final Fantasy, and I like it when you learn your spells off your class.
But do
I
you
mean,
agree that 10 is the best? Does it the best?
I
I
don't.
like it because you can become like a red mage at the end. I think who did it the best was 9, as far as like each
Hey,
person
let Mage
being their
finish.
job class. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Uh, y- Everybody is their job class in 9, yes, but I mean, you learn off the equips. I don't know what it is about just learning the spell by hitting the level, just being able to straight up grind the XP, but I really like the straight progression, and I feel like as much as I like that end game tinkering, I've always been more of a go with the story kind of guy and enjoy the early game. And so the learning off leveling of 4 would probably be my favorite.
It is really good. I'm in 4 right now. So yeah, absolutely. I dig you. I dig what you're laying down because it's really nice to just at the end of the battle, all of a sudden, Tala learned the ultimate cure, and that's it. It's there. It's done.
And from there, it's just going to scale off your ever increasing magic stat and just get better.
And this is a bit of a tangent. I want to ask you, Mage, what's the highest you ever got the twins before they did what they do?
he got him like 3 doobies in, and then
Dooby dooby doo.
Oh Lord, I think I got them to level 3 spells once. I think I went nuts and got
What,
them level 3 spells.
really? I was gonna ask, like, where do their spells end? Because I don't think I got them as high as they could have gone. I didn't have like level 3 cures or anything with them when I ended.
They
When
get those, but they don't get stuff like Quake and Break unless I've never pushed it to 99, but
right, you would have to really, or
see,
find somebody else who has done it and just look it up.
I never went that nuts with it, but
Me neither.
I've gotten them to level 3 spells just to see if I could one turn uh Cargazone. I think I pulled it off. I think I took him out in the one round.
I got him in 2 rounds last night.
that's what she said. Okay. All right, let's talk about our least favorite magic
I
system.
agree. Yes, absolutely.
So I'm going to start with Mage on this one.
Yeah, right on.
Controversial. It's a hard one because I like the variety I've always loved about Final Fantasy, that it constantly evolves. I feel like the system that is the least flexible and that we saw them stick with for the longest, the Vancian magic, purchase the spell to know it, jives the least thematically and plot wise with the series.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I pay. That's instead of instead of push and play, you get pay to play. So
Yeah, pay to
In the
win.
earliest versions of pay to play.
yep, you got to buy the spells. So
So I go ahead. What were you gonna say, Cheetah?
I was going to turn it over to you.
Oh, I I have to say that I do agree that that's really bad having to buy it and not having enough room for all the spells you want, especially if you've got like multiple level 1 slots and you want to use all of them but you can't. Like with I think Final Fantasy 3 had extra spells so you couldn't learn every single spell in the game.
Could only get 3 on
Yeah.
each tier, right?
Yeah.
It
And
adds a
there was
level of strategy, but it's so limiting. But my major gripe is it doesn't fit thematically.
fair, very fair. Even Final Fantasy 1 you had to purchase the spells, and was it Final Fantasy 2 as well? You purchased them but also had to level them up at the same time.
I think you had to. I thought you had to level them up, and no, maybe you didn't
You
have to.
did have to level them up in 2. Like that was
Yeah,
No, that
ridiculous.
that's
I thought it
probably
was
my
also in
least
one.
favorite. And is if I was going to lock down a least favorite instance, it would be the buy and level spells of 2.
Because it's so
It,
hard to get them past like 8 or 9. Because it takes so many casts to get them all the way to level 16.
like so many things about 2, great ideas that were ahead of their time
Yeah.
that just weren't executed well at the time because of tech limits and
But
just inexperience.
I will have to say the thing that I hate the absolute most is the same era, but a different part of it. Like 1 and 3 having spell slots instead of MP. I know I kind of touched on it before, but spell slots, I hate spell slots. I absolutely fucking hate spell slots. I feel like there were spell slots in it was 3 that the spell slots were done better because as you use different jobs had a larger amount of slots, but in 1 like the max was like 8 uses and that's it. It was not very high.
You didn't push your wizards up to 12 to like level 1 slots? You did
In
finish
1,
1 at a pretty low level.
yeah, I didn't like go through and like really boost them. I've never done that
No,
with the first one.
they can get 12, 13 level 1 spell slots.
Okay, still not much compared
Well,
to like
Final
the
Fantasy
30 you get in 3.
well, yeah, 1 and 3 were so attempting to be be final D&D.
That's true. That's also very true.
I mean, it's the
I just don't like
framework
spell
for
slots.
all
One least of
RPGs.
all because you it wasn't until like I don't know if it was a pixel remaster only or if it was available in the original, but you couldn't really get your spell slots back without sleeping, like at an inn. Like I don't remember ethers being a thing in the original version of 1. There was
No
an
ethers.
ether. There was like 2 ethers I found in treasure chests in the Pixel remaster, and what it does is give you two more uses, and that's about it. It was ridiculous,
No,
absolutely ridiculous.
the original iteration of 1 was so punishing with spell slots.
Yes,
It really rewarded that for Thief run.
yeah. Thief was really good. Thief was so good.
4 Thief run's broken.
Yeah.
But Tangent Station.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So for my least favorites, I got 2.
Okay.
Okay. Hit
Final
us.
Fantasy 15's grenade magic. That's what I'm going to call it, grenade magic. Because isn't it like they have it and they like throw it and it like explodes into fire or ice or thunder?
Yeah, it's god awful.
Yeah, like that's it. You get 3 elements, and all you can do it's a grenade throw.
You just throw it. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's terrible. I mean, your guys's are well more thought out and like, hey, this is an actual magic system. Mine's
Yeah. I
like,
don't really think of 15 as having magic because it's really just you're casting items. Nobody really learns
or maybe the
magic.
alchemy magic. We can
They
call it
couldn't even stick with the legacy magical items like Bacchus's wine
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Arctic winds and stuff. Just let the characters buy those and
Fire
use
bombs.
them.
Yeah.
Ice bombs. But actually, the one that really I don't even really consider a lot of 15 to be Final Fantasy almost at all. Anyway, I thought it
No.
had some great elements to it, but again, kind of like Final Fantasy 2, just poorly executed.
Just grown up Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, not even that good. The
Kingdom
Crystallium
Hearts at least
from
had magic.
13.
What'd you say?
The Crystallium, like the poor person's sphere grid. Um,
Oh, that garbage.
Yeah, I really could not.
I repressed it. I repressed the memories
It
of
was
it.
better in 2.
Nobody cares about 13-2.
Okay, I'll say this, and this is just kind of going off on another one. I don't hate this one. I don't love it, but I like it better than a lot of the other ones. X2, the dress system and learning abilities through the dress system is goofy,
The
but at
dress
least
spheres,
you're
yeah.
learning the abilities.
It's some weird hybrid of the job class and 9's
Yeah,
weapon skill
it
ability.
really is.
Mm-hmm. And slutty clothes.
And slutty clothes. I'm a big fan of that.
I know, yeah, I know you are.
No comment.
I mean, and here's okay. So here's the one we've not even talked about yet.
I'm waiting.
Elephant in the room.
I'm waiting.
Junction system.
The junction draw system. The elephant in the room.
It's a disaster piece. It's
a disaster piece.
It's a disaster piece. It's like the original Mario Brothers movie. It's so good and so bad.
I don't know
at the
if
same
you
time.
can put it on that high of a pedestal. I mean, come
No,
on.
it's amazingly horrible.
Bad. Yeah.
I hated it so much.
I loved it
So much.
because it was bad. I loved that it was bad.
I
Just
didn't.
find that strong guy and steal the super high powerful spell and sit there for 30 minutes drawing out 99 of them, and all of a sudden you've got a ridiculous stat to junction.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you can
There's actually
face roll
much
the game.
faster.
But
There's
here's
actually faster to do it earlier in the game. You can learn card and card mod and like just go ham on playing the card game and turning the cards into magic that you're
spells.
not supposed
Yep.
to get until like the second disc.
Well, and
Yep.
that's but here's the thing though. You're talking about the junction system. The junction system is not technically the magic system. Let's talk about the magic system where the use of magic. So if you junction something and you use the magic, it drops that stat. Like I don't it
To be
boggles
fair,
my-
the magic you should be using isn't the magic you would junction.
Yeah, so that's why it's like I kind of wish that each
So like fire and lightning and water and like the elemental stuff, you shouldn't be junctioning anyway because everything else is way better.
Yeah, but that's why I think that they should have done like each, no matter how many you had, it's still when you junctioned a certain magic, it would do that same maybe percentage boost. And as you level up, then that percentage boost would also like that that percentage boost would kind of bonus all your stuff. That would make sense so that you can use your magic, and as long as you don't run out of it to zero, it doesn't take away. Like it's like because if you keep using like what is it? I don't know what boosts your HP so high, and then you start using that magic, your health starts to drop. And
Cure
it's like
spells were great at it, and it's
Yeah,
so
sure.
tempting to do that.
yeah, and then like
But
I think full cure gives you like a butt ton of HP, but it's like if you use full
It
cure,
does, but honestly, you're gonna get maxed out long before. I mean, you would only need like 20 or 30 full cures to have max HP.
because it's so broken, it makes, as it originally said, it makes levels kind of irrelevant.
Oh yeah, you
And
don't have to level up at
yeah,
all.
Cheeto's fix would make levels relevant again.
That's fair. It's fair.
yeah, I am fair.
I-
I'm
I
a
was-
fair and just
I would say that
dictator.
a lot of time because there's so many different ways to play 8, and that's why it's a disaster. It's a complete and utter like wonderful disaster. There's so many things that I could go into right now. I could do a whole video on 8.
Oh, well, I'm sure we will one day.
Yeah, maybe.
And then I guess we should probably just cap it off. Finish everything off since we're talking about the magic systems. About we did talk a little bit about 9s already, but what about 6, the Esper system? I don't know what you guys want to call it. I call it the Esper system. I don't know what the
The
actual name-
pre-materia system.
the
I call it
pre-materia system.
I call it the Magicite system.
Okay, that's
And
fair. I do kind of like it. I do kind of like that system where it's like, in order to, it's almost like the equip to learn system like 9 has, but
Mhm.
it's all through espers rather than equipment. I kind of like that because then it kind of makes you shift around, and plus they have different percentages. So it's like like early in the game, yeah, like Shiva has a Blizzard, Blizzara, and Blizzaga, or Blizzard 1, 2, and 3. I don't remember what they have in that
I think
game.
she just has 1 and 2.
Okay, well, specifically, I don't know. But like the percentages are low. But as you get later in the game and you get higher level summons, then those percentages for those earlier ones increase. Like I could throw it like, let's say I wanna, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I got Wendigo, I wanna level him up. Instead of giving him Shiva, which has a low percentage per fight, of the low percent, I could give him whoever has a higher percentage of Blizzard and Blizzara. I'm just using that as an example. I don't know if that's actually Blizzard and Blizzara or whatever, but I think it's an interesting system. I think it's a good system for the most part.
It's a great system and simultaneously a punishing system.
Mm-hmm.
And I have such mixed feelings about it, and it's probably just my anxiety, but to having to micromanage making sure you've got the proper thing equipped when you level
Oh yeah.
versus what you're trying to learn, there's a lot of micromanagement and a lot of precise watching HP or XP rather, to make sure you don't level up with your learner instead of the guy that gives you your ideal stat boost at that point. I mean, the flexibility is great of the permanent stat boosts, but it's
Also having to save scum because you didn't get the amount of boost that you wanted to get on.
You forgot to change it, so you got to load your save. You pulled the fight that's too much. I mean, it leads to like micromanaging, making sure you're fighting at a proper place where you get the enemies that give you that measured amount of XP, so you make sure you don't level.
I'm not going to be doing that, by the way. When I play Final Fantasy VI, I've done a min-maxing run before for myself. I will not do that live. I will never do that again.
You don't need
one
to.
Of the hardest things that it's so much harder than doing it in like 7, 8, or any of the other ones that you can do min-maxing in.
I mean, people love watching streamers punish themselves by doing crappy runs.
No, do low level, do like minimal leveling until you get espers. Like avoid all XP.
Oh god. I might do
actually no, just cheese it and run until you get the second round of espers. Don't even level up in the Magitech research facility. Hard mode it.
I hate both of you.
All right, guys. Well, anything else?
Don't tempt me.
Anything else you guys would like to add about the magic systems?
I feel like there was something I was thinking of, but I don't remember what it is anymore. No.
I think we've hit all the main ones.
We've hit all the high
notes.
There
was one. We hit all the main ones. So I really liked I like some of the job ones, but there's one specific job one that I like the most, and that's the one from Tactics.
I knew
I was about to say the one that got job system right. The
only one that got job system right, like 100% right.
3 is base form cell. 5 is semi-perfect cell, and then Final Fantasy Tactics is the perfect cell of Final Fantasy games.
And 9,
in my opinion, it has
perfect cell.
the best.
You mean the Super Saiyan cell?
Magic system.
No, ultra perfect. It was just Super Saiyan 2 cell.
So like,
my head
or
canon.
Was it?
Cheeto,
You'll
haven't
have to
played
watch
Tactics,
our
right?
DBZ vid to find out, folks.
You haven't played Tactics, right?
No, I've played Tactics.
Okay.
It's high on his list.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it?
Probably
recently
third
that
or
had never
fourth.
played it?
I think it's
I don't remember
9,
anymore.
7. I think
I like
tactics in
tactics a lot.
14 always go back and forth.
Yeah. I just like, when you change jobs and you learn something, you learn it. Even if you change
keep
to
it.
another job, you can keep it and equip it as something that you can use while you're leveling up one of your other jobs.
Well, but one of the downfalls of that is that you can't, like you can, like
But you've got
but
one
you can only pick
choosable action
one.
ability.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can have like a white mage and then equip them with black magic, but it's only that one. It's not like you get all the abilities.
No. That would make it broken.
It's all
Yeah.
about that time mage with the white
It's
magic, bro.
very,
Oh, yeah.
very balanced. I would say that it's all about getting that calculator job.
That's big brain, man.
And I say,
Mm.
why
Calculator's so
bother
big
leveling?
brain.
It
Just
takes so much to build a calculator, but once you get it, it's over.
It's
It's
broken, but it's so big
it's-
brain.
I hate
yeah.
math, so I will never get a calculator.
That's why we have smartphones.
Yeah.
It's true.
With
You're never going to have a
calculator,
calculator in your pocket.
Never going to have it, the
Never.
teacher said.
I feel like the person who invented the calculator app was like, I'll fucking show you.
Oh, most definitely. But I don't know. What did we leave out? What do you think, audience?
yeah.
Please let us know in the comments. Join us in this discussion. We don't want to talk into a vacuum.
like me. All right. So, with all that being said,
mean-
everybody, thank you very much for joining us. Mage O Rage, Bearded Man Thing, as per usual. Thank you very much for joining me. I love having these discussions with you. If you haven't already, please give this video a like. Leave a comment on what your favorite and least favorite magic system is and why we are so wrong about our systems. And with that, we will catch you guys in the next one. Catch you later.